Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, and we're reviewing a new series. Well, technically it's a new series. It's really a spin-off of Summer House. This is Summer House Martha's Vineyard, honey, the black version. Ew! Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So there's a lot of introductions since this is a new show, so bear with me. I'm going to take you through it, okay? So the show takes place in the Oak Bluffs, which is a historical vacation spot for the affluent Black community. Love that for us. And this is where Martha's Vineyard is located, okay? So the main people who you need to focus on are Jasmine and Silas. Jasmine and Silas are a newly married couple. They're about 3 years into this, but they reserve Martha's Vineyard for their affluent friends to also come and spend the summer. They say the summer, but it's 15 days. Spend the summer together. Okay, so let's go through everybody. Like I said, we have Jasmine and Silas. Silas is a finance analyst and an Army reservist. I don't know where the emphasis is, but he's that. Jasmine is a screenwriter, and like I said, they've been married 3 months. Preston is an attorney, and he's Silas's line brother. Bria is a fashion entrepreneur who's obsessed with this damn dog, Milo. Milo is an emotional support animal, but we're going to get to Milo in a second, okay? Then we have Jordan and Shanice, who are models who used to work with Jasmine for Playboy. Nick is a sports brand manager and a stylist. Alex is fine. Okay, Alex. Do we need to get into what he does? Anyways, Alex is an advertising creative director. Amir is a real estate agent, and Mariah is a nurse and a screenwriter who, interestingly enough, was at one time homeless with Jasmine. And so they were living out of their car. They adapted it into a series, and that's how they both became screenwriters. They had this popular show. I don't know if it was just the web show or if it like adapted onto TV. I'm not quite sure, but that's how everybody knows everybody.
Do you have another month here?
Made a whole damn show about it.
So as everybody's getting to know each other, Amir is taking it upon himself to claim dibs on Jordan.
The second I saw her smile, I was like, this is gonna be bad.
Do you think Amir has a chance with Jordan?
Hey, sips tea.
Jordan, honey, if you wanted to go there, I would not blame you because the man is cute. Well, he's like a cutie patootie. He's cute, but he's small, you know, it's like cutie patootie. He's cute, but here's the problem, okay? He has had eyes on Jordan for a minute, and he said that when he was introduced to her, like via a text group or something like that, he went and he did his research on her. Me, when I hear that, I feel like he saw her magazine catalog or something, saw that she was working with Playboy and was like, yeah, saw her more of a more as a trophy than anything else. So when he's like, yeah, I did my research and I liked what I saw. Yeah, you saw her Playboy spread. Let's be for real. Then on the other hand, you have Nick, who also has eyes for Jordan.
Is Amir shooting the shot?
Yeah, it's okay.
Already?
It's okay. I ain't worried about it.
Nick has slid in my DMs, and I put him on restrict. I was tired of the hard eyes. I was tired of the fire signs responding to my stories.
If I'm pursuing a woman, she will know it. She will feel that energy that I'm reverberating to her.
Before she even talked about his story replies, I was like, oh, she's not gonna like him. He gives me Carlton vibes. And I mean OG Carlton, not this Bel Air Carlton. OG Carlton, that like posh, rich boy kind of guy who's socially awkward, especially when it comes to women, and might know how to put himself out there, but not in a way that has swag, you know? So I'm not surprised that she had to restrict him on Instagram because he does kind of seem like a guy who would not be forthcoming with his intentions. It's kind of like being subtle, but it's annoyingly subtle. So it's kind of like, shut up. If you're not going to say anything, just go away. Later in the evening, the group plays Truth or Dare. Is it Truth or Dare? I think they were playing Truth or Dare. And honey, a third man has been thrown into this Jordan love saga.
I co-sign.
Same there.
Of course you want to kiss me.
Alex, Alex, eyes on me. Eyes on me. What are you doing? Okay. I feel like a preschool teacher. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Okay. Alex, this woman is being pursued by 2 other people who you are currently living in a house with, one of which is your line brother, your Kappa brother. You really want to do this? You really want to do this? Is a recipe for disaster, but hey, do you, boo? Fast forward to the next day. So for the record, I don't know if, what's her name? Shanice. I don't know if Shanice is the only person who's not yet to come, but she's not here yet. And there might be more people joining, but Shanice is not here. Basically, everybody else is here, right? So everybody's getting to know each other, getting a little bit more comfortable. Bria is getting maybe a little bit too comfortable because Milo is starting to become an issue.
One here. What?
The dog has been here.
Milo's shedding kind of everywhere.
Where?
All in the sunroom.
I don't know what to do about it. Can't do anything about it. This is my emotional support dog.
Emotionally, I feel disrespected.
What do you mean there's nothing you could do about it? Listen, don't get me wrong. I understand that Milo is an emotional support animal. It is necessary for a lot of people to deal with anxiety and being in unfamiliar places and stuff. I completely understand. When you are the person who brings an animal, especially one that you didn't forewarn everybody about, it is your responsibility to care for it at all costs. If it is shedding, go clean that. If it has dumped, go clean that. If it's gotta pee, take a walk. You handle that. Now, I'll give her some grace in the shedding. Maybe she didn't notice, especially when you live with an animal 24/7. It's got to get hectic sometimes for people to be like, oh, snap. Okay, it's getting out of hand, So I'll give her that. But now you've been told. And your response is, that ain't got nothing to do with me. There's nothing I could do about that. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Those are fighting words if you ask me. Bria then is going around asking everybody, are you okay with the dog? Are you okay with the dog? Well, are you okay with the dog? And obviously everybody to her face is going to be like, yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, it's not a problem. When in reality, that's not the issue. The main issue when it comes to the dog, we realize that the issues between Jasmine and Bria extend past the dog. But speaking on the dog subject, and then we're going to talk about the extra stuff, you did not tell them that you were going to bring the dog. And then fine, the dog is here. If I'm addressing some concerns about the dog, have some sense to say, oh, okay, well, this dog is my responsibility. So if it is causing some issues, how can I mitigate them? Instead of saying, well, that's not my issue. And I don't even think Jasmine came at her rude, really. I don't think. Am I the drama? No, I don't think Jasmine came at her rude. I just don't think she did. But anyways, Jasmine isn't over the whole hair situation. So she's talking about the dog to... not Nick. What is his name? Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Preston. She's talking about the dog to Preston in earshot of Bria. And Bria's like, girl, I can hear you. So if you're gonna talk about me to my face.
This morning with Bria was so difficult. I'm just like, I'm triggered. I'm a wife now. There's a sense of stability. I still have some habits that I picked up from living out the car. I feel like I still have to be in fight mode and defend myself.
I feel offended when it's my relationship is not valued because you keep on asking me about other men in the house. It just felt like that's disrespectful.
Even though I agree about the dog, it's clear that the tension between the two women extends past the dog. The history about these two women is that Jasmine, Bria, Shanice, and Jordan. Wow, I'm doing a good job. They all used to work at the Playboy Club together. However, Jasmine and Jordan didn't really get along. And it's actually Shanice, who's not even here, who invited Jordan who invited Bria to come on this trip. So if it was left to Jasmine, Bria wouldn't even be here. Okay. So the issue is that Bria doesn't like that Jasmine keeps saying you need to date somebody who is younger and is local, because she's dating somebody who Jasmine doesn't really approve of. But really, Jasmine, it's none of your business. If that's who she wants to be with, that's who she wants to be with. Like, she's saying she's in a relationship. Don't push her towards other men. Like, that doesn't make sense. And then with Bria, she has an issue with Jasmine because now that Jasmine is married, she's moving like a different person. So they both decided to apologize to each other and to say that they're not going to disrespect each other's relationships. I don't know how long that's going to last, but they're calling it truce for now. It's clear that relationship talk is what's in the air most when it comes to this house. And so a part of it is the Bria and her boyfriend situation. And then another is Jordan and can we get Jordan a man? Jordan is frustrated in the dating game because having been a Playboy bunny, actually, are you a Playboy bunny if you just work for Playboy? Are you just automatically a bunny, or are those just the people associated with that man? Somebody let me know. But she feels like men aren't really serious about her because of the career that she's in. So she has decided to be celibate.
What's your life outside of this? Like, are you dating anyone?
You know, dating was always hard for me. I did the Playboy thing, and it's like, are you a fan? And it's part of the reason why I've been celibate for the last year.
I think that's beautiful. It's something really magical and special about deciding to focus on yourself.
That's a no, dog. That's a no for me.
Of course this man wasn't going to be with it. Of course. Because when he said I did my research, all he did was stockpile her Playboy magazines, the ones that she was featured in at least. Like, we knew this man was not actually serious about her. He likes the idea of Jordan, but I don't think he would ever have taken the time to really get to know who Jordan is for real. So I'm not shocked at all that he was put off by the celibacy thing. And celibacy doesn't necessarily mean like marriage is off the table forever. It just means get to know me on an emotional level, just so I can filter out whether or not you're just lusting over me. But the fact that he was put off, red flag. If it wasn't made clear, everybody is here because of Jasmine, basically, even her husband, honestly. So there are some people here who know Jasmine before she was married. There are some people who know Jasmine through being married. So there's this contention of who Jasmine was as a single woman and now who she is as a married person. And both parties can't seem to reconcile her two identities.
Training, I would call and like it'd be 2 in the morning and her and Jordan would be out. And I'm just like,
I can totally see Jordan being the toxic friend.
What? Toxic?
Jasmine knew Jordan before she knew you. And this is her homegirl, like this is her number one. He doesn't want smoke. I don't want it for him.
It's still new to see her in this setting with a group of her girls, and I'm still adjusting to that.
I think Jasmine is damned if she does and damned if she doesn't. Because her friends, her premarital friends, are saying she has changed since being married, and they kind of miss who Jasmine was to go out with and that fun single girl, life of the party, whatever. She's just not that anymore because she's married. But then her husband is also having an issue because he feels like she entertains her old friends and doesn't know how to be like a fully married woman, just removing herself from that single life completely. But I'm like, if both sides feel like she has changed, I feel like she's doing the best that she can. She's obviously changed enough for her single friends to notice like, oh no, she's now a married woman. And her husband, I don't know why her husband is complaining. Sorry, I was really trying to think and stall. I don't get why her husband is complaining. Because even in this conversation, she was like, oh, I don't care what my friends say. I am now a wife. So I'm going to stand behind that man no matter what. Like, what is he mad about? And it doesn't seem like she'd be out as much as she used to. And when she was out, it was in New York. So the nightlife does kind of start late as is. And even still, they would go out in groups and they would make sure that they would protect themselves as much as they could. It is a danger just as a woman, even if you weren't going out. But they did their due diligence to make sure that they would arrive alive. So why he's tripping, I'm not quite sure. Maybe they'll delve into it later as the season goes on. But so far, I'm interested. Summer House, the original, never really interested me. But Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, I'm sold. So if you guys are liking the show, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the first episode so far. And I will see you in the next one.